You know, it's funny how just changing your point of view can totally transform how you see something, right? Well, that is absolutely the case in real estate. Today, we're going to talk about how taking your marketing from the ground level up into the sky with drone images can completely change the game for how buyers see a property. Let's dive in.
So let me just ask you this straight up. Are your property photos really telling the whole story? I mean, are they capturing the full vibe, the full potential of a place? Or are they just showing, four walls and a roof? It's a really important question because in a market this competitive, telling half the story just isn't going to cut it anymore.
And right here, you can see the difference, and wow, it is stark. On one hand, you've got your standard ground-level photos. You see the front door, maybe a bit of the roof. But on the other hand, you've got drone images. And they're not just showing a house. They're showing the huge backyard, the way the sun hits the pool in the afternoon, the fact that it's just a 2-minute walk to that cute little park down the street. It's the difference between selling a building and selling a life.
So this leads us right into our first big idea, going beyond the roofline. And look, this is about way more than just getting a cool-looking shot from up high. It's about showing up differently. It's about presenting a property from a perspective that screams competence, innovation, and honestly, a real understanding of what makes that home special.
And this really gets to the heart of it. Your listing deserves more than a flat, ground-level view. I mean, that quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? Your traditional photos, they're just limited. They can't possibly capture the sheer scale of the land or the actual vibe of the neighborhood or how the home is perfectly situated on its lot.
Okay, so what are the actual, tangible benefits here? How does this bird's eye view really help? Well, let's break it down into 3 key areas where aerial shots make a huge, huge difference.
And those 3 game changers are showcasing big properties, making waterfronts look absolutely irresistible, and framing the home within the larger neighborhood. Let's dig into each one.
First up, large lots. If you've got a property with a lot of land, there is simply no better way to show it off than with a drone. Instead of making a potential buyer try to mentally stitch together 5 different photos of the yard, you can give them the entire scope in one beautiful, easy-to-understand shot. They can see the property lines, the gorgeous landscaping, the pool, the whole shebang. It just wipes out all the guesswork and builds instant confidence.
Next, let's talk waterfronts. Oh man, this is where the magic really happens. An aerial photo doesn't just show you that there's water. No, it shows the relationship with the water. A buyer can literally see their future dock, the path down to the private shore, and yeah, even the exact angle where the sun is going to rise over the lake. You're not just showing them a feature, you're helping them picture their morning coffee right there. That connection? That's priceless. And finally, framing the neighborhood. This is so important. We all know a buyer isn't just buying a house, right? They're buying into a community. Drone shots let you pull back and show them that they're not just buying a house, they're buying a life that's a 5-minute walk from the elementary school, around the corner from 3 great restaurants, and right next to that beautiful walking trail. You're showing them not just where they'll live, but how they'll live.
Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work in the real world? Absolutely. Let's look at a fantastic success story that proves the point, the Hanson property listing. This is the perfect example of how one single aerial shot changed everything.
Right, so the Hanson property was a nice house, but it was sitting on the market. Then, the drone went up, and what did it reveal? Its hidden superpower. It was incredibly close to the Boston commuter rail. Suddenly, this wasn't just a house. This was the perfect home for a city commuter. That became the lifestyle pitch, and the result? The story totally connected with the right buyers and the properties sold, fast and for top dollar.
Now, it's super important to remember that drone imagery isn't some standalone trick. Its real power is how it boosts everything else you're already doing. It's a foundational piece that makes your entire marketing toolkit that much stronger.
I mean, think about it. That big, sweeping aerial shot, it's the perfect establishing shot that gives context to all your detailed interior photos. It's the epic cinematic intro for your video that immediately grabs a viewer's attention. It helps people actually understand a floor plan by showing how the house sits on the property. And it creates this incredible seamless transition from the sky right into your immersive virtual tour. It literally ties the whole package together.
So all of this really boils down to one ultimate takeaway for your marketing. It's about making a fundamental shift from selling a product to selling an experience.
And at the end of the day, it's this simple. Drone photography isn't just about showing a house, it's about showcasing a lifestyle. It's about finding what a buyer is truly searching for. And that's not just square footage or number of bathrooms. It's a place where they can finally live the life that they've been dreaming about.
And when you nail that, When you successfully sell the lifestyle, the business results just naturally follow. Your listings suddenly stand out in a crowded market. They sell faster because the story is just that much more compelling. They often command higher offers because the perceived value is just higher. All of this works together to give you a real, tangible boost to your bottom line.
So, I'll leave you with this to think about for your own properties. The next time you have a new listing, look past the front door, look beyond the roofline, and just ask yourself, from up above, what amazing story is this property just waiting to tell?